my Virgo mind because he's a Leo and his.
What's your sign?
Pisces.
He always say, I know how Sagittarius is.
I mean, Pisces are known to be very deep, very emotional.
But it's like, you gotta step out that shit. We Leos.
Think, baby, I'm Aquarius. I started this gangster shit.
It's an Aquarius and a Scorpio. So I said, is it a Sagittarius thing?
Okay, so let me just get right to it, because whenever a Pisces is involved in something, things are not going to be clear. Tamar is of course a Pisces and Kandi is a Taurus. There has been some beef between these two, and we just want to try to establish some boundaries here and see what's really going on. Tamar Braxton from Baltimore is the sister of music legend Toni Braxton, and she's a very good singer as well. And I'm not even gonna lie, the Love and War album was definitely right, period. So when you want to watch this channel, just know that I am simply giving you the energy, and my personal preferences have nothing to do with that. I don't read based on what I like, I read the energy based on what it is. So anyway, she was previously married to Vince, a well-known music producer. They had a show too. Kandi Burress from Atlanta is a well-known singer, songwriter, and she is also 1/4 of the legendary female R&B group Xscape. She also stars in the reality TV show Housewives of Atlanta. She owns businesses all around the city, and she is married to Todd Tucker. She also has been named the housewife with the most bread. Now keep that in mind as we get into it. As a water sign, Pisces energy is very fluid, and it remains a mystery to most. Hell, it remains a mystery to them. It is very hard to grasp. Try grasping some water. Yeah, exactly. Pisces are lost souls by nature, never really having a destination of where they're going. They just swim. Now, one thing that doesn't remain a mystery is the fact that Pisceans are always thinking about love and money. Period. As an earth sign, Taurus energy is very solid, impossible to move. Imagine trying to move a bull. Not. These people are very down to earth and have clear boundaries in their life. One thing is for certain is that when a bull gets mad, someone could be hurt. No, for real. And this is especially with unevolved Taurians. I'm not going to call out no Taurus people, but look it up if you need to. So, the Kandi and Tamar beef actually started when they were both on Big Brother a minute ago, and it was supposedly squashed. What was the beef? I don't know. Go ask somebody who actually watches. They also had some rumor beef on tour, but as you have heard me say over and over again when it comes to Pisces, they don't let ish go. Period. Point blank. Now, fast forward to the end of 2022, Kandi accused Carlos King of stealing the Xscape life story and selling it to TV One for a bag. Kandi was extremely hurt. Hell, she even cried. And please let it be known that when a Taurus cries, it's only because they can't beat your ass. Me, no questions. Believe me or don't.
He is the one who stole my group's life story and sold it to TV One. When you're a public figure, they can do unauthorized stories about you. Never once, all them years we have been around each other, he had never once told me that he was trying to do a movie about us and to go behind my back. I was like, I can't with him ever again.
Messy boo.
Oh, and if you don't know who Carlos King is, he's a well-known TV producer. He has been associated with Real Housewives, My Sweet 16, and of course the Love and Marriage reality TV series on the Oprah Winfrey Network. I know y'all remember the Martell and Melody Hope mistress mess. And Carlos is a Libra too. Very two-faced in an unevolved state, that is. But that's a whole nother video. Now, Tamar, of course, took it upon herself to get involved in the Kandi Carlos business. And I say business because that is what it was about. Tamar turned it into drama.
So my sister did a biopic, right? Okay. I feel like everybody else was involved, but I had nothing to do with my character, and I was in my feelings about that.
Okay.
But everybody else was involved, so that's a different kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So she clearly just said she was mad about the same thing that Kandi was mad about. Do you see the Piscean mess here? She clearly hadn't let go of whatever beef they had prior, because Pisces don't let ish go. She basically said, yeah, but I don't like her. Anybody will side with Kandi regarding this situation except for somebody who don't like her. And that's facts. was an ish squashed, and that's for real. Tamar will see that playing the victim only works with the man who wants you. No, seriously. This is what I mean about boundaries. It looks like she's basically using this as a test to see if her new fiance, would have her back. And JR definitely passed.
Why you shaking your head?
Nothing. You don't do shit for no man to step to you. That was a coward move, and it shouldn't have happened. And I addressed it with him, and I spoke to him about it, and he immediately apologized. But an apology after the fact is bullshit.
A Leo definitely knows how to pass a test, but Leos are very protective. And he fell right into the drama. Even though a Leo would never like to admit they have anything to do with drama, drama literally follows them, even when they don't have nothing to do with it. But don't get it twisted, Todd is a Leo too. Yes. But fight a woman? No, I don't know about that. I need to hear from Todd and Kandi's side on that one, like Tamar said about Carlos. But anyway, when the Pisces is in bad energy, trying to figure it out can put you in a crazy house unless you on that same energy. That is why it is good to know who you are dealing with. Whenever you are dealing with someone that you don't really vibe with, smiling and nodding works just fine. And next, when you know the energy don't mix, just move on. Learning how to be around people is an art, period. You can be the most loving person to someone, and in another person's eyes, you can be the most rude and uncaring person they ever met. And this is just energy. Better learn to recognize it. Now, Kandi is very good at controlling her environment, and that has been clear. She draws clear boundaries, she talks things through, and she is logical. And she gives people second chances too. But never get it twisted. Just because a Taurus gives you the benefit of the doubt, it will still take a miracle for them to really let you back in. Because Taurus people have major trust issues. They literally trust none. I do believe, though, that Kandi let the big brother thing go. But after the Carlos King situation, it's pretty much over for Tamar. In bad energy, Taurus is the sign that can hold a grudge forever. Yes, forever. And the same with Scorpio. Tamar is currently on the new show Queen's Court, where her, Evelyn Lozada from Basketball Wives, and Nivea all look for a man in Atlanta. Nivea has kids with Lil Wayne and The Dream. It's hosted by Holly Robinson Peete and her husband on Bravo. You can see it on Peacock too. Long story short, Tamar actually found love on the show. Jeremy Robinson, or JR, who he's a lawyer here in Atlanta, actually in Smyrna. And I've personally seen him around the city and in nightlife. But anyway, with that being said, of course, Tamar appeared on Live with Andy, on Bravo. And she was asked by a viewer which housewife and her husband threatened her. Now, for a viewer to even be able to ask this question, she had to already have said something about it. So it definitely was not out of the blue. I'm going to tell you like this. Tamar is 9 times out of 10 thinking about how she can get a bag. And she knows that if she could spark some kind of little beef, like maybe with one of the housewives, her and her new fiance might have a chance. It's definitely giving I Want a Peach energy. Now, after she got divorced, Tamar was single. And if she did have a man, it was drama. It was reported by several outlets that her last man even put a restraining order on her. But moving on, while chopping it up with Andy, she ended up slick confirming that it was Kandi who threatened her. Kandi and her husband who threatened her. And of course, it hit the media and the press. So don't be surprised if Tamar and JR show up on Housewives. Anyway, Tamar immediately addressed the situation on her IG Live, and it honestly looks so thirsty for attention, but she knows what the people want to see, and that of course is drama, just like her fellow Piscean Krishan Rock. Kandi has been slow to respond to all this. She's responded a little here and there, and that is probably because she doesn't want Tamar to get no clout mentioning her name. That's how Kandi moved. Taurus move with both feet on the ground, 10 toes. And Pisces, they just move. Let's read this Pisces.
But obviously I want to address, what's really going on in the press, because, I feel like I've worked really hard on myself, and I can't help if somebody asks me a question, and I can't help the chains of events that actually really honestly truly happen. Now, this really all started, okay, everybody knows that I'm on Dish Nation now, right? And this really all started from a YouTube that Kandi put out about whatever the issues they had with Carlos King. And I was asked about it. Now, I'm gonna be honest, like, I'm not like these other reality people. Like, I'm a real bona fide 5-time Emmy nominated journalist. Difference. So for me, I am not comfortable publicly saying or calling someone else a liar.
That's why I don't agree with her calling him a thief. You know what I mean? I think that's a little, like off the deep end.
Liar without knowing the legitimate facts. That's where I'm standing with that. I wasn't on no, you're not my friend, I don't want to side with you. It wasn't nothing to being messy, but my responsibility for my job and my integrity just lied in that. Or else I just would have said, oh, she lied. But really what I did say is I wanted to hear both sides of the story. Something in the milk ain't clean. Just trying to deflect from just outright calling somebody a liar. Because number one, I don't know. Number two, I don't care. Number three, has nothing to do with me.
Which is why I don't agree with her calling him a thief. You know what I mean? I think that's a little, off the deep end.
Okay?
What would you do to somebody?
Cool. That happened. I put up a clip promoting the show from my point of view in my story, not addressing anybody, not taking sides on nothing, because I really don't care. It really doesn't have anything else to do with me. Okay? So weeks go by, 4 or 5 weeks go by, and we all have a concert together. And I'm leaving my dressing room to go to my dancer's dressing room to bring them their new clothes, and I see Kandi in the hallway. And I'm like, hey, boo. And I give her a hug, and I'm like, what? I'm thinking she's kidding. Like, I'm for real thinking she's kidding.
Oh, but Tamar was kidding when she posted that to her story? I don't think so. I think she might have thought Kandi was some old punk or something. And, not.
And I'm like, listen, I didn't mean no harm. I wasn't trying to, go against you or nothing like that. And she was like, nah. You said. And I'm like, sis, listen, if I offended you, I am so sorry. Like, I wasn't coming from that. I thought, man, you made up at Big Brother. I wasn't coming for you. It's nothing like that. I really, truly, humbly apologize. And plus, I sent her a DM, and I sent you a DM when your fans was coming to my page. This was a while ago, and I was just trying to let you know that, I wasn't trying to be, malicious or nothing like that. Nah. But you said, and you did, and then you doubled down and put it in your story. I said, listen, Kandi. Put it in your story. I said, listen, Kandi, I'm not trying to go there with you. We in the middle of this hallway. And now by this time, people swarming around. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, we ladies, we shouldn't be doing this. We can go in my dressing room. Yeah, before I take it to the next level. Now, everybody know, I ain't really here for that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm cool and I'm safe. But I do know how to whip ass.
Oh, okay then. See, this right here is why it's definitely giving like, me and my man want to peach. Created drama for a purpose.
Like, what you want to fight? Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying. You said he did steal from us. Right? And I'm like, she is really serious right now. I'm like, all right, like, don't do that. First of all, I'm from Baltimore. We're not going to do that. You know what I mean? And I'm telling her again, it's my 4th time apologizing. I am so sorry if this offended you, right? I wasn't trying to be malicious towards you. Now I'm saying this again. This is the whole way. I'm saying this again. Nah. I mean, Buck King. And I'm like, and I get to the point where I'm like, look, dog, this is not Atlanta Housewives. I'm not getting paid to sit up here and argue with you like this.
This ain't what? Atlanta Housewives getting paid.
Then Tadina comes up and like, he comes and get her. And he says something to her, and then he looks at me in my face. Y'all can believe this shit or not. Nigga look at me in my face and go, you know what it is. Oh. What? Now this is a dude, huh?
She goes on to say how peaceful of a person she really is, and that a man should never step to a woman. She said she didn't want to bring it up, but she was asked by Andy on the show about it. And all that's fine, but as a Pisces, she felt like she needed to go live and address it. But okay. She also says how she was basically scared because she was all there all by herself with no security. She also posted how she was not scared, but okay. So clearly, Kandi said it's on site. After the whole Carlos King thing, Tamar was still in fantasy land when she saw Kandi. She wasn't ready. No, seriously. But when has Kandi ever gone back and forth with somebody on social media? She might give a little subliminal message like this.
Everybody's wanting to know about the beef. The only thing I would say right now is, simply that's not true. My husband never said nothing to her. He did not threaten her or none of that. So that's why I was like, I don't even want to address that on Amazon Live. She and I did have words, but he did. So that's why I was like, yeah. Some people like to twist things a little bit, but we can talk about it later on a different platform or not. Anyway.
But nothing really major back and forth. Kandi really only engaged when it can benefit her. She ends the whole rant by saying how close she is with SWV and that they've been friends for a very long time. So she's definitely team SWV as well. All this is so Piscean, this is all Pisces energy, and some people can deal with it, some people can't. And it's honestly just the energy, either you like somebody or you don't. But in all reality, all Pisceans should try their own very best to create boundaries in their life. And this new Saturn transit through Pisces for the next couple of years will most definitely teach those who haven't learned. Now, we are not biased at all because Saturn affects every sign wherever it shows up in the birth chart. So Taurus people will absolutely learn lessons as well. But it will be in areas like communication and networking. And Kandi seems evolved enough not to respond to this. Now, if they do respond, it will most likely be so Ty can clear his name. Tamar also has a new single coming out called Change. And we all know Tamar has always been linked to drama ever since we met her. So maybe I missed the change. I don't know. But anyway, tell us in the comments if you think Tamar was really trying to de-escalate the situation when she saw Kandi. And also if you think she has truly changed. Tell us if you think Kandi and Ty should clear anything up. Always remember, nobody is exactly the same, as we all have control over our own individual actions. Astrology should be used as a self-help tool for manifesting what we want. Astrology should not be used for effery, if you know what I mean. Never ever try to change anyone, and start with self. Everything else will fall into place. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, like, and share the video. Thanks for watching. And personal energy readings can be booked on our website at blackastrologyatl.com/book now. You can also check out our tarot shop at blackastrologyatl.com/tarot shop. You can also check out the free monthly energy read for each sign. Be sure to follow us on IG at Black Astrology Media, and you can also follow us at Black Astrology for astrology messages and tips.
You know, the reason why we had beef in the first place because it was mean to me on tour. Very, very similar to how y'all see this SWV stuff panning out. My story, and I've said this back thing on Big Brother, pull the receipts. There's very much a lot of egos going on. Now I ain't trying to think about it.
And that's good for me because I'm a Sagittarius moon, honey. Yes, I am very into astrology.